Hello, this is Simply Expert Venturing coming to you from northern Lancaster County. I think we're in the village of Poplar Grove, right before, a little bit after you pass through Brickerville, and we are gonna begin. I say we because you're coming along with me. As you can see, the Conestoga Trail System, and it runs for 66 miles down to, this is the northern terminus, so we're going to be going down to the southern terminus, but in no particular time frame, as I'm able to do these in sections. If you already know, Hiker Doodad is already a little bit ahead of me. He started his weeks ago, so I don't know where he's, I mean, I know he left off at he was coming northbound though, but I believe what was it, Snavely's Mill to Zartsman Mill. We're gonna do the first section from here, from the northern terminus down to Long Lane, and we'll continue this series from then on. So hope to see you on the trail with me. So we are leaving here. There is some limited parking here, and as you can see right there, there's the blazes for it. As you can tell, there's also another blaze right below it. There is the Horseshoe Trail run, which runs right here through as well. But we're gonna be doing a road walk and then dipping into the woods. So there's the Horseshoe Trail. Randall's Kettle Run is up that way as well. We've been there before. We're gonna end up going back there as part of the Lancaster Conservancy, Nature Conservancy series that I'm doing as well. Just not sure if it's going to happen today or not, but anyway, here we go. Here's the first blaze, and we're going to be following them. There are going to be a lot of telephone poles, and then again we're going to be dipping in and out. So I'm now going to extend you here a little bit as I'm doing the walk here, so you can see me. I know I haven't been filming myself so much doing these hikes and adventures. I mean, I'll occasionally put myself in the videos, but I'm going to try to change that around here for 2024. So there is a 30% chance of rain, but it's supposed to end by later this afternoon. It's in the morning now, little around 9:30ish. So hopefully we won't get too much more, but I am wearing my Works weather jacket. And so I just saw a double blaze that says turn right here, and they have the road here is going to be blocked. We're not too far away from Speedwell Forge. We're gonna probably end up close to it. I think on Long Lane down that way. As we get out to Long Lane, we're gonna end up. So most likely I'll be just filming the trip down from the northern terminus to Long Lane, and then have to walk, unless I see something interesting. Sounds familiar if you've heard that before. Then I'll record it. But and speaking of, look at that. And back to me again. It's beautiful. So I was contemplating if I'm gonna do a lot of cuts like most people do, but I think I want to stick to my original mission when I said that, if you want to call that the mission statement of when I did my intro, about providing as much as a full experience as I can provide to to you folks. Sorry, didn't lose my train of thought. I was plugging in my external battery pack just in case, so I have a secondary battery in my pocket as well, but just to save a little bit of energy here on the batteries, keep them charged, shall I say, I'm gonna continue up the road here. I know this is gonna be interesting because in some spots here there is no shoulder, as you can see behind me. As you can see behind me, this is the shoulder right here, and I see another blaze right here on the speed limit sign. So I know the cars are gonna go around me because they see me. Yeah, it's hard to believe that this is a spring-like day, or more, almost. It's gonna be in the 50s here, and yet we are in winter. So I hope you enjoyed this ride with me. Maybe if I catch up to Hiker Doodad, which I'll put his information in the description, we'll join up together and continue our hikes together, shall I say. As we, like I said, I'm not sure in which way he's gonna want to do it, but I'm already gonna start heading south. North to south, so enjoy the Lancaster countryside. There's gonna be a lot of farmlands, and as we dip in and out of the woods here eventually, there's a large percentage, I don't remember the exact percentage of road hiking that there is to do on the Conestoga out of those 66 miles. And I'm not sure if this, I think this might be 14 miles of this section, I believe, out of the 66. This, I think the Conestoga begins further up north. Oh no, I'm thinking of the I'm thinking of another trail, but I'm not sure. I thought this was I believe this is the northernmost, but by the time we get down to southern Lancaster County, I don't see us going 66 miles all the way down, but I think this is a 14-mile section of the Conestoga Trail. So I'm going to turn you around. And there's the turnpike right there. 76 Pennsylvania Turnpike. But I believe we are doing 2 miles down to Long Lane, 2.5 miles, give or take. So we'll see. So I estimate this trip to be about an hour long. So if you can hang in there for the full hour, showing this section of the showing each section. I don't know how long each section is going to be yet. I'm gonna do them as I can, and however long it takes. So I believe it takes, it goes right through here. Conestoga Trail System, okay. Yeah, it turns right here, so we're gonna follow this trail, and then I believe we're gonna go over so if you saw that sign, we are still on the Conestoga, so we legally can be on that property. It's everything beyond either side is where they don't want you to be on, and unfortunately I chose a kind of mucky day, sort of, to come and start this. It's been raining a lot. Yesterday it was raining earlier, still by a big chance of rain today. Yeah, even the just to show you, if I don't slip and fall really quick, down here, not so bad here, but the creek, it is much higher than what it would be because of all the recent rains. And we are gonna head back. Now I got to be very careful because it's slippery the leaves are slippery right now, yeah, being that it rains so much. So this is going to be fun coming back. And we are going to go right here beside so let me tilt you a little bit more. So we're gonna go right here beside this culvert here, and right above it's mile marker 272 on the Interstate 76 here, the PA Turnpike. So we're going up and around it and then back around. So let's go. You have some like makeshift blocks and stairways, and we have this that's not too bad. Thought it would be a lot worse, but there's this grass pathway here. Now I gotta be really more careful because the leaves tend to be a little bit more slippery. This would be better if you're gonna start or come on a much drier day than it has been in the last couple of days. So I'm gonna work my way down carefully here. They have some stone steps here, and there's the culvert. I believe this is Hammer Creek. Oh, almost just fell. And like I was saying, right here, like I was saying, oh boy, it's really mucky in some spots. If you're gonna start this, I would say wait till it's a much drier day than it has been the last few days here, especially yesterday. We got a major downpouring. The creeks are filling up and backing up and stuff. So now we're gonna move away from the highway there and follow these blazes. Like I said, now this is the nicer part to a degree because we're back in the woods. For a little bit here, and then we'll probably come out on some farmland, I'm sure, the edge of some farmland, because that's what, from what I have heard other people that have hiked this trail as well, they want to so I picked up from a different section here. I'm figuring I'm like maybe a quarter mile into the hike now. I so forget that I have the membership this year. So here, birds and animals scurrying about, probably maybe even deer around here. So I hear geese. Yep. At first I thought I heard dogs, but and I think it's geese. A flock of geese coming above me. So I'm now gonna turn you around and continue to see the rest of the trail. I'll pop in every once in a while to show my face as I'm doing the trail. So what I was going to say earlier was as we progress further south and we start going down the riverlands, the terrain is going to be steep at times, going down and back up again. So this will help. I mean, this is more flat, so right now, but it gives you a good leg workout right now to at least hike this part of the trail. Sun is trying to peek out, but I think it's supposed to be a mostly cloudy day today, so. But if it does, it does. So hopefully this will be no more than a 2-hour return trip out and back to the parking area. So these hills are going to be a little bit fun to climb back up. Anytime you go down, you got to come back up. And with the leaves being a little wet, they tend to be a little bit more slippery. Even with good hiking shoes, still can be a little bit not necessarily treacherous is the word I'm looking for. Concerning. But that wasn't too bad. It's when the hills get a little bit more steeper, as when we end up having to go back over the culvert over there at mile marker 272 of the Pennsylvania Turnpike there, or Interstate 76. Well, usually, even though this is a nice mild day for the winter, this is absolutely great, but we don't know what's going to be in store for us between now and March, so, or even into April sometimes. We've gotten snowstorms as late as April sometimes. But usually March, sticker bush just caught my hat. So I gotta be careful for those. So let me get my glasses off so I won't lose them. Yeah, so like I was saying, for this hike, as with many of my hikes, I try to show you the full extent of the hike that I'm doing, whether it be a out and back, a loop hike, or in this case like a trail hike. That normally people would hike the full thing, do about 15-20 miles a day, and you can probably knock this out and take 3 days, 4 days maybe. But from what I understand, a lot of the lands so far that I know of, there isn't much camping available, so I don't know if it's legal to camp along the trails here, being that the properties border private lands, so you tend not to have camping spots for overnight camping or what have you. So most people choose this as a day hike. So I do have my water bladder in here in my pack. I got a few snacks that I brought along just in case I need to get hungry, or probably replenish at the end of Long Lane back to the car. So yeah, I had to pause there for a little bit. So if you don't know, a lot of the times these piles of rocks that you see here could have been quarried for a reason, but also mostly to delineate the border of one farm to another. So it was to avoid land disputes between neighboring farms. And now we're going up. So look at the beautiful rolling hills of Pennsylvania. So that is the main reason this trail was created. So that you can see that beautiful farmland along the trail. Had to duck a little bit there. Wow. Well, this still is, like I said, the beginning of, I don't know why I'm so winded yet. I mean, I know I haven't been out on a hike in a while, a couple of months. But, yeah. This is such an awesome scenery. And like I said, it's not the nicest day today, being cloudy as well. And 30% chance of rain, but that'll dissipate by noon time. By then, hopefully, I'll be back to my vehicle. Yeah, so as I had mentioned before, this is great preparation as long as I stay a little bit more consistent in doing this trail, whether it be by myself or preferably with someone else as well. Hence, hiker doodad who's already hiking this trail and we're gonna skirt around. Wow, yeah, amazing how green those fields are still. But again, grass tends to be hardy anyway and can survive through the winter months. But wow, I don't know, that looks like something was planted. If you look like that's perfect rows. So this could be a really late planting or an early planting for soy. I don't know, because everything looks like you can see that there's rows in between each of these. That's interesting. So like I said, it could be soybean plants. By the way, it's uniformly, that's the word I was looking for. The way it's uniformly planted between rows, that's telling me that this is some kind of a seed field. Possibly, more than likely, soy. Because I know they don't do corn till late spring. And it's only early winter yet. Though it's hard to believe that it's early winter. So I don't know if I'm supposed to continue. I'm looking for, I don't know if I missed something. Let me see. Because it looks like there's a trail that goes in this way. Well, we'll look through, and if it is, it is, it isn't, and we'll back out. No, I don't think it is. I would have seen a blaze, so it probably continues along the edge here and turns up somewhere else. And this is another reason why. We'll see. Just trying to be careful not to step on these plantings. Okay, yeah, there we are. So I was wrong about that. Here's the trail this way. I see the markings up ahead. That would have brought me in a little bit through the trees, and out and probably leads to an area up ahead where I will... Oh, I see what's doing. Would have brought me out on this part of the field over here where they had corn. Yep, there's more of the blazes. Usually you would follow even closer to the trail, but this is about as flat a spot as any to walk across it. The edge of the field here. Yeah, you could tell over here it's been trampled a lot more. Okay. See, I could have cut in through the woods and probably came in through there if I needed to, but that defeats the purpose of the trail, of staying on trail. And again, we don't know whose private property that might be as well, so your best bet, stay on the trail. Even though I almost didn't. So when you get stuff like that over there that looks like it's gonna head into someone, that's when you're like, oh, okay. See, and up ahead over here, sort of could be confused, but floor trail, sort of. But anyway. Nice big house over there, private property over there, and then there's a big hill, and there's another property up on the top of that hill. And again, the sun is trying to fight to come out, but could be a losing battle for it. That's definitely private property over there. Yeah, it says danger about something over there. Huh. Wonder what's back there. That might be a hunting shed up there. Hunting blind of some sort right there in the middle of the field. And now we want to stay closer to the edge of the woods. And we got some corn husks from when they did the last harvest. Like I said, now I'm going to reiterate it probably many times throughout this video. It really doesn't matter what time of year you want to start a hike like this, but it's kind of better to do it during spring to, I guess, mid-fall, maybe late fall, if you would want to. And like I said, this is the early beginnings of officially now being winter. And again, I don't know what the timetable is going to be to complete this trail. I don't have a set one right now, just like I don't have a set timetable to do the Lancaster Conservancy Nature Preserve series as well. So I do them as I, number one, am physically able at times. Most of the time it's okay, but then there are days where I just my work schedule and still managing diabetes. Some days can be a little bit, you know what I mean. So I don't want to get out of bed and stuff like that either. But oh wow, there's that deer, that what's left of it now, of the it was a lot more whole, but I'm sure since animals have gotten to it, since I seen it on Hiker Dude's video not too long ago. So you can see the level of decomposition, as well as animals feasting on that deer. Yeah, yucky, yummy. And of course I had to decide I was gonna start this 2 days ago, right before that storm hit, but I was like, I don't think so. Well, the day started out raining, but then it had stopped. So I was like, okay. And speaking of the Conservancy hikes, this is one that I'm gonna check out, even though I don't think there's any official trails on there. I'm gonna come and check that out at some point, and I'm gonna cross over. So that's Deeper Row Woods, which is right near, not too far when we started. Well, I'm not sure how far into it I am now. I'm sure at least half a mile, maybe. I don't think I've been a mile yet, but who knows. If I would have started my All Trails app on time, right from the beginning, we would exactly know how much it was. So when I do post this video, the distance is gonna be inaccurate for that reason. I put that log intentionally to keep vehicles from coming up this road right here. Oh wow. You can tell there's been a lot of erosion here on the side of that hill. Yeah, that's natural erosion. You can tell. But then again, it could have been done by equipment and all, but by the way the jaggedness looks, that's natural erosion. Rains over time soak the ground and they give way. Probably a little landslide or some sort. Oh, mucky. So you're going to hear a combination of me stepping on really soaked in water, drenched soil, and maybe possibly some leaves. But I don't see too many, there's going to be too many dry leaves on this trail either. Lots of squirrels running about. I'm not sure, that might be part of Hammer Creek as well. So again, I started at the running pumping station road. I was about to say running pumping station road location, which is the official start of the trail, right off of 322. Right outside of the village of Poplar Grove. I forgot what's the next town up on 322 north. Yeah, so we were just, what was it, northeast, no, what, northwest, sorry. Northwest of Brickerville. Well, this is a weekday morning, so I doubt there'll be many people on this trail, if at any. Usually at this time of the year, this trail is probably not as popularly hiked. But on a gorgeous day like this, and I say gorgeous because the air temperature, it's going to be in the mid-50s today. So it's going to feel more like a spring, early spring day, more than a winter day. And by the time you'll see this first video, it'll be probably early, I'd say early spring-ish. Could be late winter, early spring-ish when we'll see this. You guys will see this video. By the time I post it, I still have a backlog that I'm still working on editing, and then with having it been Christmas not too long ago, I was putting up videos for the month of December, almost the whole month of December. I dedicated it to Christmas or Christmas events, plus a few other cultural events as well. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the right word. Not only religious event, but cultural events of cultural significance. No matter what, this is still beautiful. You know, even on a semi-dreary looking day, the quietness of the environment. Oh good, there's no hunting on these lands. So at least that is past, and I don't have to worry about that. Oh wow. Oh, okay. So there is no trespassing on that side of the woods right there, or the creek, so they don't want you going down to the sides here as posted. And then they have this bridge here. Beautiful. Look at this. So I believe this is Hammer Creek we're going over, and there's a building. Might be somebody's somebody's cabin, I guess. Yeah, there's chairs and everything right on the side here, and it's really mucky here as well, right along the trail. Look at that. And it has a security system, so more than likely Who knows, it can be an Airbnb as well. Whew. Nice. Sitting out here in the middle of the woods. Look at this thing. Also, just two-story. Probably the main kitchen and all that, and probably the bedroom areas up in the top. And you have to pretty much, there's the seating area for up to 6 people, and they have a fire ring as well. And it's right here along the trail. And if you look right up there, there's another one. That might be a tree house of some sort as well. So because the path cuts right through that property, you're legally able to go on. Now, right here, we have to turn. That trail continues up that way, but I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's for folks to get down here. Maybe that might be a roadway as well. But now we're gonna go up, and look at that. There might be gold in these hills. There's quartz. And another piece of quartz. This one is more manageable to take. So there's another one right there. A whole bunch of little quartz. I believe white quartz. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you haven't been out on a hiking. Ooh, wow. The last time I was out on and that was a small hike, I'm considering, out to Wind Cave with Topo Ranger and Hiker Doodad a few months ago. Definitely got to get my hiker legs back, because I know as we progress further south, the trail is going to be steep at times, going down the Riverlands area. Got trash dumped along there. I'm trying to get at least down to Long Lane and then take a decent a rest and then head back. Back up to the terminus. But like I said, I may or may not record it yet, coming back yet. We'll see, unless I see something interesting along the way. Just like right now when we pass that possibly, it's probably a modern adaptation of a tree house. Somebody's vacation property, or maybe built it as a Airbnb. Who knows for sure. They just want to get away from the crowds and stuff. They can go to their cabin or slash tree house, more like. Wow. Okay, so now there's a picnic table, and the blaze marks are going down this way. Okay, now I see. I was wondering where it was heading to after this. Okay. So it's going to be hills, and probably some flats as we get closer down to Long Lane again. But then it's gonna be fun coming back up all this on the way back to the terminus. Oh, cool. And they have a sign that says trail. So thankfully somebody put an arrow, because I'm sure most people would have walked and gone along that private property over there, that trail right there. So now the trail gets very skinny, about a foot wide maybe, along this little embankment here, hill. Hence why I want to show you the full trail as opposed to partial. He startled me and I startled him. And there's also what looks like to be a blue blaze. I'm not sure what that one is. So maybe this was another trail at one time, or another trail joins somewhere here, because I see another blue blaze right up ahead where that tree is. Could be something for local. Huh. See, and the blue blazes continue, but they started abruptly right up there, as if another trail just joined in from here. Or it could have been the original markings, a blue marking, and then they changed it to orange, because right here you can see they try to cover it up, and they did cover it up over there. Cool. Nice that they had that bridge, so you didn't have to walk through the creek here. So I could be right. The blazes might have been blue at one time, but now here's that trail that I saw earlier. When we saw the trail came across and down this way, I think it would have been easier to go this way. They should have made the trail coming down this way, but unfortunately this is probably someone's land as well. So there, my nemesis. We gotta be very careful through here. All these roots, as they like to say here in Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Dutch say roots, not roots. So you've probably heard me mentioning that before. Wow. Yeah, that's what I gotta be careful of. Slipping off to the right side here, not the left. Eventually I'll be coming the other way. So either way you gotta go around the tree. But I think it would have been safer to go up the top way, it looks like. Yep. And around the roots. Ooh, that's not good. Looks like this happened just recently. Wow, now I have to really be careful. The bridge is partly out, folks, here, and very slippery. So I'm just holding on to the sides here and going over and around as best as I can. Maybe. Wow. So a tree came down on the little bridge here, and some work that the hiking club gonna have to probably address sometimes during the spring here, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Lots of ruts. See up now, there's another trail that goes up that way. Right off of here is a green trail as well. Not sure what that's about. See, now that tree is the green legs. So there's probably another trail system around here as well, besides the Conestoga. So probably something local. And we might be arriving near Speedwell Forge Lake already. Oh, wow. Because I think this might be part of Speedwell Forge Lake as well. Now the trail's a little bit more gravelly along here. Yeah, I am correct. Because there's the one of the docks over there. Yeah, this is part of Speedwell. I think this is where Hiker Dad and I came down that way the last time, and I was going to come down to this part, but for some reason we just made a loop and just went back to the other parking area and the boat ramp over there. Yep. Nice little bench here to take in beautiful view of the lake here, Speedwell Forge Lake. Yeah. I think you gotta have a permit to launch from here. I just wish I would have had the Old Trails map trail on from the very beginning, and I would have not missed that big old chunk up to where I remembered that I have the app on my phone. So like I said, when I post a picture of the All Trails map, it's not going to be complete because that section that I didn't, but on the way back you'll probably see it. And I think, if I'm correct, this might be, we might be approaching Long Lane shortly. Wow, it didn't feel like 2 miles. Even despite I was huffing and puffing at times, trying to get my trail legs back. And like I said, and we might be arriving near Speedwell Forge Lake already. Oh, wow. Because I think this might be part of Speedwell Forge Lake as well. Now the trail's a little bit more gravelly along here. Yeah, I am correct. Because there's the one of the docks over there. Yeah, this is part of Speedwell. I think this is where Hiker Dad and I came down that way the last time, and I was going to come down to this part, but for some reason we just made a loop and just went back to the other parking area and the boat ramp over there. Yep. Nice little bench here to take in beautiful view of the lake here, Speedwell Forge Lake. Yeah. I think you gotta have a permit to launch from here. I just wish I would have had the Old Trails map trail on from the very beginning, and I would have not missed that big old chunk up to where I remembered that I have the app on my phone. So like I said, when I post the picture of the All Trails map, it's not going to be complete because that section that I didn't, but on the way back you'll probably see it. And I think, if I'm correct, this might be, we might be approaching Long Lane shortly. Wow, it didn't feel like 2 miles. Even despite I was huffing and puffing at times, trying to get my trail legs back. And like I said, so right there above us is I-76 Pennsylvania Turnpike. And we're already heading on our way back to the trailhead, so I just wanted to get a quick view here of the actual culvert here before we end up going up and over that way. So this will conclude this portion of the hike. I was going to go to Long Lane, but I ended up coming down to by Longview and Brubaker, Lakeview, no, Brubaker, I think it's Brubaker Valley Road here by the parking lot by the lake, and then we'll continue on from here on the next hike. So till then, I see you on the next portion of this trail hike. And as always, go create your own adventure, and I'll see you at the next portion of the trail hike.